priority for action. We were angry about the 54,000 unemployed in Broward County. They were members of our congregations, our friends, our family, and we fought for this county to establish policies that would get them back to work. At the County Commission meeting last year, we won the Workforce Investment Program. It took a lot of work, many meetings, and long meetings, but last year the Jobs Investment Program passed. To God be the glory. Let's give thanks to the Lord. The county has had several trainings for its staff to better understand this new policy. The new policy went into effect on January 1st of this year. That means that from this point on, county contracts will include requirements to interview Broward residents and incentives to hire people who are traditionally hard to hire. It does take a little bit of time from when the county first begins advertising a new contract to when work can begin on that contract. But we are monitoring the progress. And we're getting quarterly reports from the county, and you can see the first report on pages 4 and 5 of your agenda map. This brings hope to those who are discouraged from applying for jobs. This brings hope to the military veteran, those 6 months out of work, those who did not finish high school, those with a criminal record, etc. And we would like to thank the county commissioners who voted for it, and I see over there Marty Kerr is here tonight, and let's give him thanks for it. We're pleased to have with us one of the county staff people responsible for the implementation of the Workforce Investment Act. He is to update us even more on the progress that has been made. Please welcome the Economic Development Manager in the Office of Economic and Small Business Development, Mr. Steve Tinsley.
Thank you, Pastor. Just to give you a quick update on the program, as Pastor mentioned, the Workforce Investment Program did pass in April of last year, became effective January 1st of this year. And so our report covers really the period of the first 90 days of the program. Now, just to kind of recap what the program does, the program is designed to require contractors who are bidding on contracts of $500,000 a year or more to agree to the provisions of the Workforce Investment Program, specifically to post any new job openings that are a result of that contract with CareerSource Broward, which is our workforce development agency, for a period of 5 days exclusive, requiring them to take no referrals and do no interviews with any employment sources other than CareerSource Broward. So now that that program has been launched, our office is responsible for evaluating contracts that are headed to bid to make the determination as to whether or not the Workforce Investment Program counts. And so we've been doing that since January. And the information in your package shows you what that activity has been. So I'll recap that briefly. We have received, through March 24th of this year, 8 contracting projects for determination of workforce investment applicability. Out of those 8, our initial determinations were that 4 of those 8 contracts, totaling roughly $26 million in contract value, were applicable and were subject to the program. And out of that 4 original projects, 2 of those projects have already been advertised, which means that they've been placed into the public sphere, and we now have contractors bidding on those contracts. Now, the key here is that if a contractor agrees to bid on the project, they must agree to be bound by the terms of the Workforce Investment Program, or else their bids are not even considered. So they're completely excluded from the bidding process if they don't agree up front. Now, there are a couple of things that I wanted to update you on, even with our current update that you see. You'll see in your packet that there are 2 projects in particular that I want to call your attention to. One of them is the Broward County Main Jail Windows project. That's a $4 million project that was initially determined to not be subject to the program. That project has been reevaluated, and we are changing that determination to subject to the program. So that means that another $4 million in contracting activity will be going to the Workforce Investment Program. One other thing that I want to mention to you is that you'll also see there is a convention center hotel project in your backup, a $20 million project that has been determined not to be covered under the Workforce Investment Program. But I want you to know that just today, we received the second segment of that project, and that's a project that is easily 10 times the size of this project. So it's easily more than $200 million in contracting activity, and we made the determination today that that project will be subject to the Workforce Investment Program. So when you start looking at this huge project, beginning to look at them and make bids. So the next time that we come before you, what we'll be able to report is what the outcomes are of these contracts. We'll be able to tell you, because we have an agreement with CareerSource Broward, we'll be able to tell you which contractors agreed to the program, which contractors posted their jobs, who they interviewed, how many they hired, and how well they performed towards the program goals. And so we'll be able to update you with that, and we're looking forward to coming back and telling you about how this project is proceeding as time goes on. Thank you.